Jonathan Meta was born in Lincoln, Nebraska in 1960. Being the nephew of a Medal of Honor winner opened many doors for him, and at age 15 he entered West Point, a US military academy. He graduated top of his cohort. John's career became sketchy around 1984, and what is known as part true and part conjecture. Jonathan Meta's military records, like so much else, were completely destroyed during the collapse. Even the hard copies were lost in his case, and this has allowed him a great deal of latitude in later life. After serving as a platoon commander in an armored division and earning a master's degree in electrical engineering at Texas A&M University, he disappeared into the bowels of a rapid deployment force, where his activities became a mystery. During the first Central American conflicts, he disappeared again, this time into the jungles of South America with the newly formed 11th Special Forces. In 2008, when the civilians redesigned the federal government, Jonathan Meta did not exist. He was not aware of it until the Second South American War ended in 2011. There were a lot of Americans in the area, and many would not go home with the troops. Jonathan Meta, the one the military still had records of, had died in Vietnam. Under normal circumstances, he could have gotten it straightened out, given his military rank. Fortunately, he was the commanding officer of a unit that did not officially exist, in a special forces group that did not officially exist, participating in a war that did not officially exist either. In late 2011, an angry Meta left the American command at San Jose, Costa Rica, and with the aid of his Special Forces group, hijacked 3 C-5B Galaxy aircraft to the port of Panama. There they met up with several thousand more Americans who had been cast adrift, and with clever planning, grabbed anything that could float, including the remains of a carrier battle group and 3 offshore drilling platforms off the Panamanian coast. Later that year, they declared independence as a sovereign nation and boasted the threat of nuclear weapons to make refusal to recognize them inadvisable. Given the hardware the Meta now had in their possession, they founded MetaCorp as a security and maritime construction firm. By the end of 2013, MetaCorp was involved in construction of Atlantis Phase 2 in New Galveston. They used the profits from their other jobs, including their growing security division, to construct MetaKey. The key was completed early in 2020 and opened to the public with great success. MetaKey is a mobile island city fully owned by MetaCorp and has no national laws to deal with. Everything except murder and slavery is legal. Almost every major corporation has an office there, and security is fairly enforced. One of the factors that made MetaKey possible was Meta's development of the Jacksuit. MetaCorp built the first working ACPA, or Assisted Combat Powered Armor unit in the world, then sold the patents to Militech in 2017. John Meta believes in building the Nomads another home, one that would provide sanctuary if things were to get even worse on the surface of the Earth, and that would be under the sea. John Meta believes that an undersea city would be safe from almost any natural disaster, and most man-made disasters as well. It would serve as a beacon of hope to the people of the world. Thank you for chipping in.